Because we were trying to make this recording. We've been trying to record all day, but we weren't able to because we didn't have a charge. And so basically said, now I'm going to tell you, they tried to murder us this morning. We owned the cabin hotel, and that man inside the hotel came outside, the one with the curly hair, he tried to beat on me. He actually took the sign and tried to actually pick it up, the metal sign you see, and tried to hit me with it. He was pulled away from me. I owned the cabin. Also, we owned the cabin hotel. I told him that we would come to his house with the police and arrest him. He gave me death threats. So that's it. So we just looked at it too. Also, the man is not from Hebron, the one that tried to break my neck yesterday. It's obviously tried to break my neck. The bank police caught it on camera. All the bank police came outside that could come outside and saw it at the bank. They know that I'm a Rothschild to beat. They know that I'm Shabi's wife, well attorney, and they also know that the bank that was obviously blown up, that is our beloved Rothschild family bank as well. And they were the security from the Arab banks, so just let that too. The man, he came to us and everybody knew that he was wrong. I remember when we were little kids, me and my beloved he said he was from Hebron, but he couldn't prove it. Now, the cave in Hebron, the matriarch cave, okay, so we know who is from where, when, and where they've been buried. We also know that where Noah's grandchildren settled. So we took the man to the border. He said all his family had died. The Palestinians came and said, we don't know these people. We don't even know that name. That's probably Bush, like that. So he could never prove that he came from Hebron. The man would not have done what he did yesterday. He was trying to obviously kill me for everybody came up against my beloved, who's beaten our family because of people, and tried to start things. Now, the dwarf people, they are linked to that Catholic who was a fake Jew, Epstein. And even that man, he was telling people that was his brother. They were brothers. But when the man was being indicted, he pulled away from that and said it wasn't true, but we're sure that they were connected like that. They are connected like that. You see, that man wasn't Jewish either. And he was trying to take the identity of our relative Samuel, and he got caught. Because he couldn't take Sam's identity either. Our Abadod Nasik Samuel, who was Egyptian Israeli, so he wasn't even close to that. Too. So when the Epstein man was being arrested, then they started backing off, and he was trying to get up because he was caught too, the same as the fake Epstein and the fake Epstein man. The dwarfs are Catholic Epstein's dwarfed prostitutes. That's what they are. Nobody has a little kid running around all night long. It's not a little kid. That's it. So they're not little children. And the dwarfs, I remembered, the one I told you had the arch eyebrows and something, his toenail was rotted, he came after me too, was trying to be with me. And the other one that broke my suitcase, they were going to try to be in a place of my beloved he must have be with me, and that was going to be a place of my beloved been a place of being by blood of Kibbutz. But we grew up a place of physically, but we're still good and childlike an inside. We're the same, we're good. But they were killing people. If nobody knew how old they were, because they said that they could kill people like that, we thought that they were doing the same things that they do now when they were little kids. They're grown. Because they said, and so when they were grown then, and so they were Epstein's. The Catholic Epstein that was really Catholic and not a Jew, the prostitutes that they used. We told you we saw that Epstein, the Catholic and not a Jew, one of his prostitutes obviously helped to murder our relative Prince Andrew. We saw that. Remember I told you about the bungee jump a long time when you saw our writings? We were present. He is a hero of my husband, my beloved our Abadodisik Prince Andrew, and I looked up to them too. Sophie was quite beautiful. He always wanted to marry Sophie. Sophie was his wife. Okay, so and we all were present. Me and my beloved and Bubby. Queen Elizabeth. He's a hero of mine too. The Sikh Andrew, and when the bungee cord broke, it snapped, and everybody saw him. He broke every bone in his body. It was broken, and he laid in his bed. We talked to him. It was the worst thing to see. And Sophie, his wife, he died a long time ago. He never got old. He never got older like you see. He had the dark hair. He was young, like the younger picture saw. He died. Now they have a lot of nerve coming after somebody's husband, and he has a wife. That's what they did. They never got anything. They never got anybody. All the women they said were put away, and that's a woman that was trying to kill us and be in a place of us with that Catholic Epstein who said he was king of the Catholics, and he was going to be a king in our place. All those Catholics. and they didn't have any money. He said that they were out of money, and they had to starve money and take the money for their Catholic people. We're Jews. During that election, the Pope, who put Bella Contra Rome, ordered the death of me and my beloved Shemini, along with Angela Merkel. She ordered death and had the death of me and my beloved Shemini, and wanted us taken to Spandau prison. We're Jews. Hitler was a Catholic, so we just let that too. Now, we're going to let you know again too. Now, we have these things we wanted to say to you, but that's what happened. It's going to be Tammuz, the 17th of Tammuz, the fast. So we're going to do it on the 18th because we don't fast on Shabbat, and so we just let you know that too. And we will talk to you as soon as we can. We made notes and we'll write, but there's things we wanted to say to you about what happened. These people that are guilty, that are attacking, that they got caught trying to rob our banks, obviously, and they did not succeed. But thou shalt not steal, and our money comes from God. And they got caught trying to take money that belongs to the people that we gave and try to keep it for themselves. It's really disgusting what the things that they've done. Don't say, I own the dress shop underneath the bank. So obviously the dress shop also needs to close its doors. And we figured that we're trying to go up underneath the ceiling to get to the bank, but when they saw that the ceiling was collapsing, they couldn't get up very far. Bad Americans, but that's it. No cooks going to be ordered. No cooks going to be ordering the dress shop underneath. There was a woman we told you about. Her and her husband, they owned the dress across the street. She wanted a bigger dress shop, and I owned part of it. She was a Jewish woman. And her husband, we told you, we found her dead in a dress shop across the street. They were being attacked by homosexuals. Then the man left the restaurant one morning. He died on the street. He was murdered. We told you, we caught the woman who tried to do that. They said it was a woman that was wanted to try to take the place of me and my beloved sweet one, Pastor Charles. She was caught a few weeks ago. When Mohammed came and he caught the bad Americans. They said, what happened to them on the way to the airport? Somebody poisoned his food. So he was a psychiatrist, and he just the people and put them out so they couldn't come back. So we're going to put that too. And she was caught a few weeks ago. But this dress shop across the street that we own underneath the bank, we're not going to have any crook underneath there because they could just drill up underneath the ceiling. So the man and woman were murdered, persisted, and I was left the owner, persisted. And so obviously they tried to do something to me this morning, but the police helped to catch them. That's something to do what happened to the bank. So I want to let that too. So they were apprehended or reprimanded. And apprehended, how do you do that? Because they kept trying to put dirty water on me, like the Pope wanted to rot in my feet. So we know that, and I saw that the one man was obviously American. I said, and he was wearing a Eagle t-shirt. No, that's not from here. That's not ours. Because we're really mad about the fact that our employees died in that bank. But I said, I don't like that. We don't like it at all. But I said, and so they said, the money, people will have their money in the commercial bank and in the other banks, they're going to have their money. But the thing is that the people were mad that attacked us because they didn't get to rob our banks. I'm mad about our employees. So I want to let you that too. So, everything's going to be all right. I also told you that the bank doesn't look stable because obviously the Bob was inside the bank. I had a vision that the bank, that the building collapsed partially with somebody in it, and so we just want to let you know, probably somebody trying to steal. So we want the bank to not open, not to people to go inside. We don't want our employees that are working now to try to go inside, because if the crooks try to reach up inside and go inside, it's probably what's going to happen to them. The building will collapse. They're trying to steal papers. Everything that we have will be taken care of and replaced, and nobody got anything to try to hurt us all and try to take our things and try to steal money. But they hurt our employees, and we're really mad about that. But we know that they'll come back. The green tarp that you see is for everlasting life. We're telling you that because we took employees that thought that they would have to go because of something they did, but they believed in God. We know they'll come back in the resurrection. And so we'll talk to you about other things as we can, but it's just it. And we just wanted to mention these things to you today. And don't forget the fast of Tammuz, which is Sunday, which is 17th of Tammuz. It's on Shabbat. So we don't fast until Sunday because we never go without food on Shabbat. We'll talk to you as soon as we can, prepare for the PARSHAH, and write to you about other things. Okay.